somebody is telling you to pay. No. The Auditor General finally delivered the figure. Okay? And the other issue now was that now Umeme has a different figure. The Auditor General has given us a different figure. How can that be a problem? When we know that we have a period of harmonization. From 1st of April, the Auditor General and everybody concerned will be sitting with the Umeme to harmonize. How can that be a problem? In the Auditor General's report, it was very clear that that wasn't the conclusive one because there is work which Umeme is still doing. They mentioned incompleted work. In other words, the Auditor General was telling you, for this, you can clear. $118 million US, go ahead and clear. And we did that. We cleared. There is work worth $9.78 or 87 million US. That work is recognized as being work in progress. There could be another portion which will need harmonization. So I can assure you, Umeme Board and Executive, Mr. Patrick Vitatura and your team, that we are still together. We have to conclude naturally because this is not a termination. People should understand the difference between a termination and a natural retirement of an agreement. So I'm so happy. I cannot explain how I'm feeling, especially in this month. I can call it a month that has delivered triplets. I said this in State House. Triplets from me and my team, because we handle much more than electricity in my ministry. This very month, one of the 3 triplets came out when East African crude oil pipeline reached the financial close. That is not a mean achievement. We've been moving up and down. Then on Saturday, 28th, as we were preparing for this triplet of ours today, another one also came out. When I signed the implementation agreement for the refinery. Okay? Today, we are about to see the triplets coming out when we are receiving the assets and the network from Umeme. And the deliveries have been natural and normal. No cuts. Natural and normal. Bleeding, minimum bleeding, expected bleeding, but it's okay. No seizure, normal, natural, and the mother is going to be live and kicking. Okay? Little blood here and there, expected. And I've been calling it consequential inconveniences. You cannot expect us to run as if there was nothing to transfer or even nothing regarding a structure or even nothing regarding recruitment. No. When you recruit people whose legs are still in Umeme and you are recruiting them, do you expect them to run normally? Absolutely? 100%? You are inviting them, they are making applications, they are the very people. Celestino is calling because the minister has called, there is an emergency here, but the person is organizing for an interview. This kind of little bleeding is expected. And I want to call upon Ugandans really to bear with us. But the babies are alive and kicking. They're alive and kicking. So the lessons that we learn are in the Bible, in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, that talks about seasons. There was a season when Umeme was majorly needed, and we call Umeme our savior. Because that season required a midwife to deliver us. And Umeme came up. And they've been nurturing the baby, nurturing the baby, nurturing the baby. So the other seasons are also coming. When your baby tells you, I am above 18, I feel I can choose to go and find a family of my own, what do you do as a parent? You just support. So Umeme, I'm expecting you to support us. Celestino, don't switch off, please. Don't switch off. We are still together, because much as you are Babungi, Celestino, you are Ugandan. Some people thought that you are not. And because I have seen it from the speech of your able chair of board, and even you yourself, and the spirit within which you've been working, this is your baby whom you wish to deliver more triplets, okay? This is your baby, so I have no doubt that you'll be quick to give guidance. That you'll be quick to give guidance. So I have taken note of the need to generate more power. I think in today's papers we have a request for proposal from our accountant for people to express their interest for consultancy regarding feasibility study for one of the planned hydropower plant, a 400 megawatt hydropower plant, Kiba. And we have to make sure that we fast track. This we have told the president many times. And there are indicators that he has picked it, and you will be seeing us beginning on new, bigger power generation plants that we shall be working on. We know that. To you, Paul Umwesigwa, this season is a season which comes periodically, every after 5 years. This is a political season. Things are not going to be the same. You ask Celestino, what happens during this season? My dear, things are not going to be the same. So those ties and suits you are wearing, things are not going to be the same. The members of parliament are here. And the candidates are not small. From the presidential level to LC1. And LC1 chairperson will call you. But in that very village, probably is where the presidential candidate will hold a rally. Okay? So that chairman, LC1, will have an opportunity to come on the microphone. Muzei, these people, they don't know what they are doing. Can you imagine? We've been in darkness for all this time. Paulo. At that time, Umeme will not be there. Umeme's name has been sleek and easy to mention in good and bad times. You say, Umeme. Now, UEDCL, which some people call UDCL, others call it UTCL, others call it what? We will not bother with that company. We will say, Paulo Mwesigwa. This Mwesigwa man, because UEDCL is long for people. So you Ugandans who are listening to me, whenever you've been hearing Umeme, put Paulo Mwesigwa. Umeme Mwesigwa. Mwesigwa. Is this man Mwesigwa really? Mwesigwa. So, this is what is coming. The good thing is that it is coming and finding us prepared. You are lucky. You even mentioned how much money you have. $74 million at your disposal. Being a Paulo Mwesigwa at this stage, when you are taking over, you can pull some sympathy, but that sympathy will not be forever. Because government has done everything it takes to support you financially. And you have recruited people who have experience. Your network is full of people who have experience. And what you have to do now, working with us of course, is to make sure that we put a strong communication network. I met Mr. Kauju in Igaba when blackouts were becoming too much. And I was informed that, Madam, you see, Gaba substation, which serves Munyonyo, Kansanga, Chirudu, you know, all those people is being worked on. Said, okay, we are replacing a transformer, which is a good thing. I had to go to Gaba with the Tino, and Kauju was there, and I found a lady with the machine trying to fix. I was excited, but my question to Mr. Kauju was, did you communicate? He said they had communicated. And I demanded for effective communication to save us. So the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, working with the agencies, we must communicate effectively. This is what I'm demanding from you. You will sit and tell me how. Okay? How can people complain of losing their items in the fridge? Yet Umeme tells me that they communicated and alerted people. Somebody from Kansanga says, oh, ebintu byaddaku byonna bifudde. You know, we are in Ramadan, but now I am going to travel. I had stocked my fridge. All the sausages are gone. And you tell me that you communicated effectively. There is a gap in communication. We have to communicate. We've been trying, I and my brother, Minister of State, to engage members of Parliament, and whenever we engaged them, they understood. And I want to thank you so much. Thank you, our foot soldiers in Parliament. I must use this opportunity to brag a bit that I think I'm the most supported minister. The most supported minister by Parliament. The most supported minister by the technical people. The most supported minister by the President, who even sometimes answers questions on my behalf. You are preparing to answer. He says, for Umeme we've done this, for energy we've done this. And I've been given the best performers. Why shouldn't I perform? The members on my committee in Parliament, the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker, they ask whether I'm comfortable, and then we move. When I say I'm not comfortable, we sit in a meeting. An amazing support from you people. When you hear that Uganda has the best regulator on the continent, why wouldn't we see a smooth transition with this regulator who has been regulating the system being in Uganda? If your permanent secretary is announced as the best permanent secretary, how can you be the worst minister? Okay? Everybody. And I must be thankful to you for taking me as your student. And you feel free to really be my tutors. And you've been making the tutorials. The ministers of state. The Minister of State for Mineral Development takes me as her mother. Who can dare annoy her mother? Who? who can dare annoy. Even the Bible talks about it. Even the Quran, when you are loving and you are portioning, you have to add more to the mother. That's what the Quran says.